welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good today. So in today's video, I'm super excited, really excited, because after so long I'm doing a dupes video, and it is not just any other dupes video. It is the limited edition MAC Festive Kits dupes video. So I have dupes for every kit that you see here. This kit with Kumi, so I received all the 3 packages from MAC, but I really wanted to do a dupes video and give you guys some really affordable options. Actually, I was looking through my collection yesterday and I found out quite a lot of dupes, like, you know, quite many dupes, but I just picked the ones that I feel like resemble the closest to the original MAC lipstick. So let's just dive in. Also, if you are someone who's new to my channel, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like it here. I hope you like the vibe. I hope you like the content. If you end up liking the content, you can hit the subscribe button, along with that the notification bell as well. So let's just dive in. So first, let's talk about this festive kit. So this is the MAC Light Up, and it has a strobe cream and it has the famous Ruby Woo lipstick from MAC. It is the most famous lipstick from MAC. So I have a dupe for you guys for this package, and let me just total up everything. So this package actually retails for 2,350 rupees, and the dupe that I have actually is for 1,100. Now I do want to say that it's not exactly that much of savings, but I'll just go through it anyway. So first, obviously, we have the MAC Strobe Cream. This is a mini version and it only contains 15 ml of product in here, and this is the cream. As you can see, it is in the pink light. So this is the pink light shade. Now I have always talked about how Gush Beauty Glow Getter Illuminator Moisturizer is like a almost 10 on 10 dupe of the MAC Strobe Cream. I have tried so many affordable options of MAC Strobe Cream, but when it comes to like a neck to neck match, I always found that the Gush Beauty one is almost exactly like the MAC one. The MAC Strobe Cream is very light. It has really tiny shimmers to it. It is really soft on the skin. It's not too much. It never accentuates texture, and that is why I feel like a lot of people like it. And that is the exact formulation of the Gush Beauty Illuminating Moisturizer. Now I do have to say, just look at the difference of the product. The MAC has only 15 ml, while the Gush Beauty contains 30 ml, so it has like a full size product. It's not like a mini. Anyway, so Gush Beauty actually it retails for 1,100, but if you get it from Hype store, you can always get it on 50% off, and it is going to cost you only about like 600 rupees. So really inexpensive when you compare it with the MAC one. And if you look up close how it looks on the skin, it actually resembles the MAC Strobe Cream so much. It looks almost similar, you know, like really, as I said, neck to neck similar. So I just feel like Gush Beauty Glow Getter Illuminator Moisturizer is such an amazing dupe for the MAC Strobe Cream. And the next thing that we have in the package here is the most famous lipstick, Ruby Woo. Now when it comes to Ruby Woo, I feel like you can definitely get a lot of similar lipsticks, but I had a hard time going through my lipstick collection and finding almost the exact tone of lipstick, and I found it in the Plum Meterific lipstick. Now I do have to say, I feel like the Plum Meterific lipsticks are very similar to the MAC lipsticks. Even the packaging, it's very similar. So yeah, also the formulation is similar on this one. Sometimes when we found a dupe, like when you find a dupe, formulations can differ, but yes, obviously this formulation is also very similar. Now as you can see, the tone of the lipstick, how they swatch, I mean, sometimes on swatch it can look a little bit different, but on the lips it actually looks exactly the same. Like I cannot spot a difference between these two lipsticks. And if you have been wanting to try the Ruby Woo from MAC, I would honestly tell you guys to, you guys can skip it and go for the plum one. Also, it's cruelty free too, so there you go. I really like the plum one a lot as well. Like, it's exactly same but in different packaging. That's the only thing I feel like. So yes, the dupe actually retails for $4.99, but obviously you can get plum on 20% off, 15% off all the time. I also have a code with plum, which is arnakshi15. You can use to get it on 15% off, so more savings. So Gush Beauty and a Plum Matterific lipstick in the shade Fiery Kiss is a dupe for the MAC Light Up Festive Kit. So the next MAC Festive Kit that we have here is actually the price of 3,250 rupees, and it contains three lipsticks in here, which is, let me just look through the lipstick because we have the lipstick All Fired Up, and then we have the shade Mocha, which is a nude lipstick and it is satin lipstick, and we have the D for Danger shade. Now all these shades, as you can see, look so good. They complement each other as well. I absolutely love this kit, but obviously it was for 3,250 rupees, and I found the dupe for, let me just tell you, for 570 rupees. The dupe actually is really inexpensive. Anyway, so let's first talk about the dupe for the shade All Fired Up. Now this, I feel like, is a very nice cranberry sort of a pink shade that is going to complement a lot of brown skin tones, and I honestly love MAC lipsticks for that because they do complement brown skin, Indian skin a lot. Now the best dupe that I found here is from Bae, and it is a lip crayon, and it is in the shade Crowd Pleaser. Now can you just look at the tones and the formula of these lipsticks? I feel like they are very similar, but obviously not exactly same. I feel like the Bae one is a little bit more matte, a little bit more long lasting, I would say, but the tones and how they look on the lips, I feel like they are very similar. This is almost the exact dupe that I found in my collection. Again, yesterday I went through a lot of swatches. I did a lot of swatching on my lips as well, but this is the closest dupe that I can find for the shade All Fired Up, and Bae only retails for 129 rupees. So yes, extremely inexpensive, and when it comes to longevity, I feel like the Bae is actually a little bit more long lasting than the MAC one. So yeah, also Bae, I think it's cruelty free. Yeah, Bae is cruelty free as well. So yeah, the Bae crayon is a very close similar dupe to the MAC All Fired Up. The next lipstick dupe there from this kit that we have here is Mocha, and when I saw this lipstick, I was like, oh my god, the shade is so beautiful. It is such a beautiful nude, and alone wearing this, it kind of washes me out a little bit because it definitely is a little bit more light on me. With a brown toned lip liner, it's going to look amazing, and the formulation of this is actually satin, it's not matte. Now the dupe that I found is very similar. I wouldn't say it's an exact 10 on 10 dupe, but it is very similar. Now the dupe that I found is from Iba, and it is the Apricot Blush shade, and this lipstick is also very similar in formulation to the MAC because it is a creamy matte lipstick. It's not exactly a satin lipstick, but it is more so a creamy matte lipstick. The Iba lipstick has a little bit more of a pink undertone, I would say, and the MAC one has a little bit more brown undertone. But again, when I swatch it on my lips, you cannot make a difference. Like, you cannot tell that these two are different lipsticks. They almost look very similar, so that's why I wanted to keep this in today's video, because I feel like they may not be an exact dupe, but obviously you can use the Iba one as an alternative. You can totally see it in the clip itself that it is a very similar shade to the shade Mocha. And yes, I love the formulation of the Iba lipstick as well. They retail for 350 rupees, comes in a variety of shade, and Apricot Blush has been one of my favorite shades, and it does complement Indian skin tone really well. So yes, this dupe is also something that I absolutely loved. So the next lipstick shade that we have here is a D for danger. Yeah, so this is like a very deep plum tone shade. Now I really love this sort of shade during festive season, and even during winter season I love it. Now the dupe that I found, initially when you see it you may not feel like this is exactly same. So I found the dupe from this is Blue Heaven, and it's in the shade Aged Wine. Now the Blue Heaven one is a little bit more light. It doesn't have that deep sort of undertone to it, I feel like, and even on swatch you can see, but on the lips they look so similar, so similar. And even the the feeling of the both the lipsticks are exactly similar, I would say. Like, the Blue Heaven one only retails for 90 rupees, or sometimes you can get it for 70 rupees even. So yes, I just feel like it's extremely inexpensive, and I have been talking about these Blue Heaven lipsticks for the longest time, and I absolutely love the formulation, and this is the closest dupe that I can find in my collection. Sometimes what can happen is you may not find an exact 10 on 10 like neck to neck dupe, but if it looks good on the lips, like if it looks almost exactly the same, then I feel like it does the work. So when it comes to these two lipsticks also, I just feel like even though the Blue Heaven one doesn't have that deep sort of undertone, but when I apply it on my lips, it actually doesn't make a difference. Like, I don't see that much of a difference. So yeah, I just feel like you can skip the MAC one, get the Blue Heaven one, because yes, it's almost similar to the MAC. And the last kit we have here is one that we have the kajal and a lipstick. Now first let's talk about the kajal from MAC. Now I have tried the kajal from MAC like a year ago, and I actually like it. Like, it's not really a bad kajal. I used it up. Now this is the one that I got recently, and the formulation, I do have to say, it's very good. It's creamy. Once it sets, it does not smudge. So first of all, I do like the formulation of the MAC one, I do have to say that. Now I was looking through kajals that again had a very creamy sort of formulation, but at the same time, once it sets, it does not smudge. I want that kind of a formulation, and I found the NY one. Now the NY one only retails for like 199, around 120-ish rupees, but again, please do not go by the affordability of these products, because I am showing you guys the ones that actually work the best. Also, Blue Heaven have some really good kajals too, but they do not work as good as the NY one. I feel like when it comes to the MAC one, the NY one is very similar. The MAC one is a pencil, as you can see, kajal, which means that you do have to sharp it. Once you use it up, you have to sharp it again for the next strokes. Now with the NY one, it is a mechanical pencil. You do not have to sharp. That is the only difference, I feel like. Now when it comes to creamy in formulation and does not smudge, it actually does the same thing. This kajal from MAC and the NY one, I see no difference at all. To be very honest, if I had to use a kajal, and if I had to choose between both of these, I will just pick any one of these. And if I run out of the MAC one also, I will not repurchase this, because I feel like the NY one almost does exactly the same thing with so much of a price difference. So yes, although I love the formulation of the MAC one, I just feel like there is no need to go and spend your money on this one when you can go and just buy the NY one. Now the next set of lipsticks, like the next thing that we have in this set here is a lipstick, and this is and this is one of the most famous lipstick shade from MAC, and this is the shade Meher, I think so, that's how you pronounce it. So this is a very nice neutral mauve toned lipstick. So I know that a lot of people love this shade, and it is a matte lipstick, but I feel like it's more so like a satin matte rather than a full on matte. And again, I found the dupe from the Plum Matterific lipstick. Now I'm telling you guys, like the Plum Matterific lipstick line, I feel like there is a lot of dupe for the MAC lipstick shades. I just feel like that, even the formulation, the look of the lipsticks, the way the shades are designed and everything, I just feel like it's kind of like trying to go for the MAC ones. Anyway, so the shade Give Me Mauve is very close to the shade Mare, and I do have to say that the MAC one is, as I said, formulation is a little bit more different. I feel like the Plum one is more matte, and that is why the shade kind of looks a little bit different. You know, when there is a difference in formulation in lipsticks, the shades also can be a little bit different. Anyway, I just feel like on lips you cannot tell a difference rather than the, you know, other than the formulation. One side it looks a little bit more satin, one side it looks completely matte. Other than that, both these shades are exactly same. I would say it's like a 9 on 10, you know, like the dupe thing, I would rate it as 9 on 10. I absolutely love both the shades. I just feel like I am someone, I don't reach for that mauve lipsticks that much. I know I need to use more mauve lipsticks, get out of this brown tone boring nude lipsticks, but I am someone, I just go back to my brown nudes for some reason. But anyway, if you're looking for the famous dupe of the MAC lipstick shade, then you can totally go for the Give Me Mauve lipstick from Plum Meterific. I just feel like the difference is also in price is also a lot. The Plum one actually retails for 499 rupees. Again, you can get it on off as well. So yeah, that was it for today's video. Let me know if this is the video that you liked, and let me know your favorite product from the bunch, which one you thought were exactly very similar. And if you have tried any of my dupes in the past, let me know about it as well. I would love to hear from you guys too. And thank you so much for watching. I love you guys a lot, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.